A look at the history of the first wheeled vehicles in Mesopotamia, Eastern Europe, and the Caucasus. The invention of the wheel is one of the most important technological achievements in the history of mankind. By the time of the Bronze Age, the wheeled vehicles had rapidly spread and become a much more common sight all around the world. In this article, we will be taking a look at the history of the first wheeled vehicles in Mesopotamia, Eastern Europe and the Caucasus, as they appeared approximately 3500 BCE. Mesopotamia. Mesopotamian culture was one of the earliest civilizations to adopt the use of wheeled vehicles. The earliest evidence of wheeled vehicles in Mesopotamia dates back to around 3500 BCE, in the form of clay tablets and cylinder seals. These clay tablets and cylinder seals depict pottery models of carts, chariots and wagons, which were used to transport goods and people both within and outside Mesopotamia. The earliest form of wheeled vehicles in Mesopotamia were two-wheeled carts, which were drawn by donkeys or oxen. These carts were also used for recreational purposes, as demonstrated by depictions of them in cylinder seals and other artifacts. Eastern Europe and the Caucasus. In Eastern Europe and the Caucasus, the earliest evidence of wheeled vehicles dates back to around the same time period, around 3500 BCE. These wheeled vehicles were also used mainly for transport purposes, as evidenced by archaeological findings of clay pots and other artifacts. The earliest form of wheeled vehicle in this region was the two-wheeled cart, which was also drawn by an animal, typically an ox or donkey. This type of cart was mainly used for agricultural purposes, as well as for transporting goods and people. Later on, in the Late Bronze Age and Iron Age, four-wheeled carts appeared in this region. These carts were much larger than the two-wheeled carts, and were usually pulled by teams of horses or oxen. Conclusion. The invention of the wheeled vehicles has been one of the most important technological advancements in human history. The earliest evidence of wheeled vehicles dates back to around 3500 BCE, in the form of clay tablets and cylinder seals, with the first wheeled vehicles appearing in Mesopotamia, Eastern Europe and the Caucasus, where they were mainly